There are a few times in crypto's history that I understand things, but this is one of them. This is one of them. Notcoin has been a coin that has come out of the woodworks. It's worth $2 billion. Why can't I switch scenes here? It's worth $2 billion. And $2 billion is a lot of money, you know? And there have been a lot of people in crypto gaming that have been asking me, why in the world is this up $2 billion? And let me ask you a question. There's this argument to be had where a lot of people have been talking about a lot of the coins that have launched so far and how a lot of these coins are grifter filled and how all these billions of dollars we've raised in crypto gaming have meant absolutely nothing. And so what if I told you that the retail masses are absolutely tired of a lot of these utility coins that are VC backed, that are just dumping to oblivion, and they are now buying the next Ponzi coin, which the last Ponzi coin was Axie Infinity. We all know how well Axie Infinity ended up doing, clearly, right? It went to like $12 billion market cap. That's pretty good, you know, if you had to ask me. So I think that's exactly what's happening right now. You know, there's a lot of people on Telegram. There's a lot of people aping into things. There is also an enormous amount of market cap in the crypto industry. A lot of listings happening on Notcoin. And so it's not a meme coin necessarily. It's, you know, tap to earn on Telegram, and it's got the little TON contract on there. And then TON is also getting a ton of market capitalization. It's at $18 billion. Absolutely enormous right now. And that's because there's a lot of, I'm assuming, some kind of insider stuff is going on here, right? Clearly, there's some weird stuff going on. But on top of that, you know, if I had to guess, people are just aping into things because right now we are in that part of the cycle that is filled with speculation and no product. This is a little bit different from, and this is what I talk about like when I cover HBAR and some of these other coins. I don't expect HBAR and a lot of these heavy utility coins to do well in the near term, only because everybody right now is focused on meme coins. If you actually look at the meme coin market cap, you know, it's at $62 billion. I still remember when it was at like $10-20 billion earlier in the cycle. It just increased so much since the beginning of the cycle because people are just aping into things for the sake of aping. There's no real fundamental analysis happening on a lot of these plays. I know I'm one of those weirdos that actually thinks about fundamentals somewhat at least, but you know, I guess I'm weird apparently because everybody's just aping into things for the sake of aping into it. But in my perspective here, we're at that point in the cycle. This has historically happened before. This is a pre-bull thing. When the bull ends up happening, this changes a little bit. We have our little local tops and then, you know, utility coins go up. But before we have those huge runs, we have a lot of mania. And the mania is striking a lot of these random coins that don't really make any sense. I mean, I remember I saw something like Hamster Combat with like 14 million subscribers, the most botted thing I've ever seen in my entire life. And I was getting a bunch of messages on it rather than actual people looking into things, right? Like, what is going on, guys? And so the answer is because there's no product yet that has proven itself. So clearly people are throwing money into other different things because they assume that they're going to be getting faster and quicker returns by getting into whatever is trendy, which they are right to some extent. They are right. I'm not discrediting anyone here. But I am to say that this noise will stop. Will it stop this month? I don't think so. Right? I do actually think that there is good price action in store for a lot of these little Ponzi coins that you just tap to earn, and people have like clicking farms all over the world. Axie Infinity had a good 3 months. Okay? That was a good 3 months of Ponzi. And the Ponzi doesn't look like it's dead yet. Ponzi looks like it's slowed down, which is not a good thing, but it hasn't slowed down enough for me to put a red flag on it. So do I think this can hit Axie levels? $10 billion market cap. I don't think so, but hey, I could be wrong, right? I could still see another 2-3x. We could still see it. I also think that the crypto markets right now, they're looking real primed. I'm not saying that, you know, Notcoin is going to be the coin to make it, right? But I am going to say that irony is pretty epic. And that's why Dogecoin went up as high as it did, right? Clearly, Elon Musk had his famous quote about how fate meets irony. And I agree to some extent, right? And that's how crypto folks work. So there will be a space where, you know, things like Notcoin make a lot of sense. And, you know, there's a lot more than just Notcoin. It's not just a Notcoin. I don't know. They've got this weird narrative going on. But I think it's important to understand that right now we're in a space that has a lot of money raised, not a lot of product to show for it. And so people are throwing money into speculative returns. And then, you know, when the bull cycle happens full on, we get these new all-time highs. we hit, 100K plus. And then deeper into the cycle, people usually get out of these coins. They go down 99%. And then inevitably, we will have a situation where, these heavy utility coins that have actual gaming products will go up much more. But that's kind of just something that happens at the end of the cycle. Right now, people are, being little degens. So if you're wondering why a Notcoin was up as much as it's up, it's because people are being degens right now. I hope I explained it to you. I hope I educated you. There's nothing wrong with being a degen. Hey, I'm also I bought that Jenner coin and that 𝐉𝐫𝐨𝐲 mother coin. So we've all gone through it. Until the next time, stay classy, and that's all.